The Old Course at St Andrews is the crown jewel of golf travel to the British Isles. It also happens to be a truly public course that's owned by the local townspeople thanks to a centuries-old Act of Parliament. Although this means that anyone can play the Old Course at St Andrews, securing a tee time is not quite as simple as picking up the phone and calling the pro shop. If you're planning a trip to the home of golf, here is everything you need to know about Old Course at St Andrews tee times. The first and perhaps most important thing to know about Old Course at St Andrews tee times is that there's actually 4 ways to secure one. You can book a guaranteed Old Course tee time through an authorized provider such as Haversham & Baker. You can apply through the direct application lottery with the St Andrews Links Trust. You can enter the Old Course ballot 48 hours in advance. Or you can try to find your way onto the links through the Old Course singles queue. For an in-depth breakdown of each of these options, either continue reading the guide below or visit haversham.com/St Andrews. Besides how to secure an Old Course tee time, there's also a variety of tips that you'll want to keep in mind throughout the planning process. The first and most important thing is to plan early. We simply cannot stress this point enough. Most, if not all, of our guaranteed Old Course tee times are sold over a year in advance. The second thing to keep in mind is that there are fewer guaranteed tee times to go around anytime the Old Course hosts the Open Championship. The course is usually closed for at least a month before the tournament, and there's increased demand as well. All the more reason to begin planning your trip early. Flexibility on your dates of travel is also key to guaranteed Old Course tee times. Landing a tee time during a specific date range can be a challenge, especially in the peak months of the travel season. Although Old Course tee times are sold as 4 balls, all is not lost for the twosome hoping to land a guaranteed spot. Occasionally, we can combine a pair of twosomes from separate expeditions into one tee time. These opportunities are rare and require even greater flexibility from those involved. Our expedition planning managers are often asked if we have any tips for hitting the Old Course ballot. The methodology used in the selection process is a closely guarded secret. What we do know, however, is that flexibility is once again important. If you plan to ballot on just one specific day, your odds of hitting the jackpot are far less than if you enter over multiple days. This leads to another important point about the ballot. As much as we'd love to claim an inside track for success, no such thing exists. Cast a skeptical eye toward any golf tour operator who leads you to believe otherwise. Finally, if you plan on lining up in the Old Course singles queue, you're probably going to want to arrive earlier than you think. I can personally attest that during my last trip to St Andrews, I arrived to the Old Pavilion at midnight. That was good enough for 13th place in line and a slot in the 5:10 p.m. starting time. The magnetic pull of St Andrews will continue to draw golfers from around the globe in search of a coveted tee time on the Old Course. If you happen to be among them and are ready to begin planning your golf trip to St Andrews, hit the Let's Talk button at the top of our website, tell us a little about your trip, and start counting down to an unforgettable experience in the home of golf.